acting like a candidate. Ohio Governor John Kasich is a candidate for president tonight. Just hours after officially declaring his candidacy, Kasich headed to New Hampshire for a town hall meeting, which is happening right now in Nashua. He will stay in the state for several days and hold more town halls before heading to South Carolina, Iowa, and Michigan. Kasich started in Columbus, where he told cheering supporters that he has big ideas to change the world.
That American dream is pivotal for the future of our country. But I have to tell you, there are a lot of people in America today who are not sure that that American dream is possible, that that American dream is alive.
Kasich made his announcement in front of cheering supporters today on the campus of The Ohio State University, but opponents were on hand as well to have their say. Local 12's Jeff Hirsch covered the announcement. He joins us live now in Columbus with more on what both sides of the aisle are saying. Jeff?
Well, good evening. In much of his speech, Kasich sounded a lot like a minister, referring frequently to faith. But I got to tell you, out here, if he was a minister, there were definitely two different congregations. It was kind of like two lines for a wedding. Friends of the bride.
I believe that John Kasich can do anything he sets his mind to. He's done so thus far.
And friends of the doom.
Making sure that people know the real John Kasich.
For Kasich backers, this was a chance to cheer for a man who could be Ohio's first president since Warren G. Harding. Kasich is quite popular in Ohio. Now the question, can that translate nationwide?
I like the fact that he's made the hard decisions to balance the budget here in Ohio, and I believe that he can do the same thing on the national level. Not everybody's going to be happy about it, and I'm not happy about every cut that he's made, but, you know, we have to do what we have to do, especially in this day and age.
But across the street, Kasich opponents, school teachers and other public employee unions who remember Kasich's support for anti-union Senate Bill 5 and also his opposition to abortion rights.
Kasich's going to present himself inside that building across the street as this moderate for the people governor, and he has done nothing but attack the people of Ohio since he was elected into office.
Two lines on opposite sides of the street, each hoping to attract voters who may be in the middle of the road. You know, Kasich is running as a centrist, at least by Republican standards. It's a very, very difficult path to tread because the Republican primary voter is not necessarily the same as the general election voter. And there were no references in his speech today to sort of red meat for Republican primary voters. There was no attacks on Obamacare. In fact, Kasich expanded Medicaid in Ohio under the Affordable Care Act. There was no anti-union rhetoric, although Kasich did support Senate Bill 5. And there was no mention of abortion, and Kasich is against abortion. So it's a very narrow path. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. Live in Columbus, Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News. Back to you.
Well said, Jeff. Thank you. The 2016 Republican Presidential Nominating Convention will be held in Cleveland, which won out over Cincinnati and several other cities around the country.